start of what hopes to be a mega adventure, isn't it?
Yeah, indeed.
And we're going to kick things off. Obviously, we're going to Carplantis, so that's where we're going.
We've been waiting 16 months for this.
Yeah, very long
16
time.
months.
So to decide swim, we'll go through all the Carplantis bits later on, but this is going to be the start of the vlog. We're going to kick it off with a bit of fun.
There's nothing fun about this.
We're on a double swim, so we have to swap left and right. So to choose it, we've got mega hot, spicy. You've been in the box, but it did have a warning on it. There you go. So just saying, don't touch places you shouldn't touch. One's got more powder on than the other, so. So this is a choose a swim. First person to either have a sip of water or change any sort of facial expression loses. And the other one gets to pick. Can't remember that bloody thing.
Good. Right, yeah.
I've already got a taste of that, I don't like it.
Oh mate, I can feel it already. That was should have been in a sealed bag. I can taste it already.
Ready?
No, I'm going, oh yeah.
I can smell it, it stinks. I mean, you're considerably better with spice than I am. So I think I know this is going to go. That's cheating, that.
Is it bollocks? Look at that!
Right, you ready?
Oh mate, it stinks. 3, 2, 1, go. Right.
Eyes on the camera.
Got the clips. Oh. You go. That's you fucked.
Right, go first, Joyce. Oh, my eyes.
Okay. Well, that was fun.
Like, we're about half an hour since we've done the challenge, and we can tell you that positively do not do that, because that is horrible.
Just don't do it. Just don't do it.
Yeah, you had a
Don't even
nosebleed.
think about it. I had a nosebleed. It was that bad.
I rubbed my eye, and then my eye went bright red.
It's horrendous.
So I'll have to jump in the shower to wash my face out.
Absolutely horrendous. And quite honestly, I'm really not bothered about fishy sweat. Honestly, my stomach's on fire still.
Yeah,
My throat, it's just horrendous. It's horrendous.
yeah. We've rushed to Starbucks to get a couple of pints of milk so we can calm down a little bit. But yeah, we probably should have done a better challenge than that.
Yeah, we should have just done which stones are hand in.
Next time.
Which stones are hand in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
lesson
well,
learned, don't do it.
So we're on the ferry. We're on our way to Holland, to Carplantis. We arrive there. Well, we dock at 8:30 in the morning, don't we?
Yeah.
So we've got a cabin for the night, and then we move on to Carplantis, about 2 hours away, 2.5 hours away. For a week. It's been a very, very quiet week on there this week. There's been one fish out, I believe. I'm in touch with somebody from London who's fishing it at the minute. He's not had the best of times. So hopefully his loss can be our gain. With only one fish coming out last week. I don't think there's been a lot of baiting either from what I've been told. So we know a little bit about what's going on, don't we?
Yeah, we're just going to spend the night recovering now, aren't we?
Yeah.
And we'll film the journey. I know a lot of the vlogs, the Carplantis are only like 10 minutes long. This is going to be quite a monster one, so it'll be in a few different parts hopefully. And yeah, we'll just keep you in the loop, and once we've recovered, we'll do a bit more filming.
Right, so we've just come back for a bit of a refresh. And I've got a surprise for Mr. Brooks.
Oh.
And it's not a hot Dorito either, which
Is it toilet roll?
we've both
Is
suffered
it
big
Aston
time.
cream?
So Brooks, you had a bit of good news, haven't you?
Have I?
Well, you're getting married.
Oh yeah, sorry, I won about
So,
yeah, I thought it was about to do
In
with that.
general life, so
Yeah.
and then because you won the challenge as well, it makes it even more funny. But I've got you a little gift ready for the trip. Where's your little
Oh,
gift?
thank you very much.
Flip it around.
Yeah, very good. We'll see. We'll see. Oh my god, no. How cool is that? That is my logo, to be fair.
Yeah.
But we'll see what we by the end of the session who should be wearing the t-shirt. That's right, that mate.
It's too small for me, so it's gonna have to be you.
That's why I got it, is it? Another hand me down.
No,
It's cool, that. Yeah, I like that.
So we'll see if it comes through. But gonna go back down and chill out for a bit.
I'll probably be back on the toilet again in 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah,
Built
definitely 100% doing a challenge. It's
Don't do it, don't ever do it.
Yeah, and if you do, let us know because it'd be funny.
Yeah, so we'll be sailing in about an hour, I think.
Yeah, so we'll
Do
go
you
and
wanna
chill
where?
out, and then we'll be on the road tomorrow. We'll catch up with you then.
Yeah, see you later, guys.
So, yeah, morning. We are finally here. We didn't do much filming yesterday because we was knackered and just wanted to get the rods out, but we're here and we're in Neptune's swim.
Yeah.
Which wouldn't have been our first choice when we got here, but I'm still happy with the choice. The way it works is you just come and you pick an envelope with a swim in, whatever swim you get you keep, so there's no real watercrafty or any sort of skill to it, it's just what you get,
Not our first choice,
Yeah.
but we haven't seen any fish in our water, which is, you can see the entire lake on the swim. We'll show you in a minute.
Yeah, there's a big airlift pump thing in the middle which floats on the surface. That's where the fish are, and that's a depth of about 45 foot. Anywhere near it is still over 30 foot.
And you can't fish up to it. You can fish within 30, 40 metres of it, yards of it.
And the fish know that, don't they?
Yeah, it's got, obviously, I've got anchor ropes going down. As you said, Coles is quite adamant. He said if you fish near it, the fish will get hooked and will go straight to the ropes. They're not stupid. They've done it loads of times before. He said I recommend you don't fish any closer than 30 to 40 metres of it. And we've seen that. We haven't seen people catch, obviously. No one's had anything yet, as far as we're aware. I'm pretty certain nobody's had anything during the night. I'm pretty certain of that. But the carp are there. You can see them. They're boshing all around within that 30 to 40 metres of the thing.
You can only have one zig rod per angler, so you can have two per peg. So the way it kind of works, just to give you, we'll show you in more depth later on, but the margin's probably about 6 foot, drops off to about 12 foot, and then gradually slopes to maybe 20 foot.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I've just seen a carp bosh from a bit as well.
That's bad.
No, something spooked it.
Ah.
That's the first one we've seen near enough, but yeah, so it goes down to about 20 foot and then drops off into depths like you wouldn't fish anyway, which is probably 50 yards from the margin, so you've got a lot of water which you can fish, but there's no real point fishing it on the bottom because it's over 30 foot deep, so you're very limited on what you can do really.
We're having a little think about it tomorrow because we know there was only one fish out last week, and that was this swim. That's not because, sorry Matt, I'm going to say this, it's not because the guys on here were really good fishermen and the rest of the lake weren't, but there's quite a few noddies on last week. There was some campers on, there was a guy that had never carp fished before, there was another guy course fishing for carp. There wasn't any real carp anglers on last week, so the fish tend to move away from this swim towards them because they weren't fishing 3 rods in the water, and they weren't there after day. So they seem to like the quiet spots, so we're going to try and keep it quiet. We're going to take the boat out. We've got a rigid motorboat with a small electric motor. We're going to use that as little as possible. We're going to get the bait boat out today. We're going to have a little mosey around with the bait boat, aren't we, and see what we can find out there.
Yeah, so this is it really. We'll do the usual, show you around the peg, hopefully show you some fish. We've got like a head camera thing so we can show you what we're doing out in the boat, which I'm going to do very shortly because I'm going to go put my zig out after I've done this little piece.
Yeah.
The fish have stopped showing, so that's why I want to go and do it now before they start showing. I don't want to spook them off.
The sun's going to come round later. It's behind us now somewhere.
It took you a while to pass your driving test, didn't it?
Yeah, we are.
I got dizzy yesterday when we went out with Roxy in the boat. We were all over the place.
I don't like to. I've heard you've got to what do you call it when you zigzag in the wind? Tack. I've heard you got to tack in a boat, but we didn't know we had a motor.
Well,
I was doing lots of tacking. Didn't need to. got a motor. Yeah,
but we got there in the end.
We got there in the end.
Yeah. So hopefully, I say it's only day one, so there's not panic stations yet. But
no.
We haven't seen a great deal to give us a massive confidence boost.
No, I'm thinking of changing tactics already, which I shouldn't really.
See,
what are you doing?
I'm not. I'm going to give it a couple of days anyway. But we'll keep you up to date what we're doing. Show you what rigs we're using and what the general gist is. Because I know a lot of the vlogs didn't show you really round the place, did it? Or pegs and.
No, we was a bit worried about the size of the pegs, because Raf's bought a marquee with him, and we've got a cook tent as well, and you got my small bivvy, but it's all fitted on quite nicely, but it has. We've got it pretty well organised. We like it, don't we?
Yeah.
We'll
we'll try and cover bits that the other vlogs haven't done. I know Ridge Monkey, Corder, and Voice. Well, a lot of other people have probably done stuff on here, but they're all quite short, so it's going to be a very in-depth one, hopefully. And hopefully we've got some of the lovely fish out here to show you.
Yeah, not much point in showing you what we're doing if we don't catch anything. Or we'll show you, don't use this because we haven't caught anything on it.
Yeah, it's a starting point now. But we'll leave you be and I'll go put that zig rod out.
I've got the hang of this now. It feels a good fish.
Oh, there it is. It looks like a common to me. Maybe it's just me.
I think I saw a bit of yellow, like.
I thought the gold. I thought I saw.
Yeah, I put a black and white zig on with full of sea loss yesterday. I don't like colour trade, so I did it in the tribute, and this is what's gone on.
For those that are watching, all FC is a shitty rugby league club.
OKR are not the one, are they? It's beloved red and white. You just turn the engine off.
It is off. We're in zero. We are in zero. We are in zero.
Is it?
Yeah.
I can see the phone moving.
That's it, well now. Don't go any further that way.
I can't.
You're going to have to go in the vet. We don't want it anywhere near them ropes. That is a fact. You found the depth, 6 foot. Very good. Man's coming up a bit then. What am I, like 10 out of?
You're at 8.
Oh, okay.
You said 8 today.
Not far off then, is it? It's a nice fish, that Raf. You ready?
We're not losing, but we're not winning.
You are definitely winning. I think you can handle that.
No, I'm not going to put any more pressure on.
You're going to have to eventually.
No.
You're not playing little fucking daft fish, are you, Matt?
Tire them out. I'm not rushing it. The mirror, and it looks a good one.
It is a nice fish, that. Come on, you can get this. Head up.
No, don't jab at it.
I'm not going to jab at it. I've never jab at it.
You've got your salmon swoop on.
No, I haven't. You've never seen me swoop a fish yet.
Well, either way, if I land this, it's going to be a bucket of water because it's my Dutch PV. It's over 5 pounds.
Cool.
Let's try it.
You've got it now. You've got it.
Right, just start.
They've definitely, absolutely, 100% got it.
I'm a bit slippish on pull the wrong side of me.
No, you're not. Go on. It's beat, mate. It's on the top. Let's get his head up. 1, 2, 3 up.
Oh, you've got me. You're full of pulling up. You've still got plenty of life in it.
I think it will have until you get its head up.
Yeah, I know. I'm not bullying it with these little looks on.
Bring it this way, Yep, we got it. Yes. Well done.
It's the one who went 39.12, but probably about mid-30. On a zig.
Epic fight in the middle.
6 foot black and white zig. We'll show you what you're doing with it, but what a start. Got some lovely scale patterns on the other side. Just down there. Whew. Knackered been running.
Beautiful fish, as you can see. Well done, Raf.
Thank you very much.
good morning. A very good morning. I've moved my zig 5 minutes ago. I'm worried. Trying to go to your bit.
Yeah, I think you're gonna go
You spin.
spinning like a bitch.
We haven't really figured out how to stop these boats from spinning yet, but
Like that.
yeah, that's the one. we're no near boat expert. I'm playing a control boat, he's very good. Here we go again. Wrong way, Brookson.
No, it's not.
This is fighting harder than the one yesterday.
Is it? Staying deep, isn't it?
Black and white little zigger things again.
How you got on again?
Yeah, I moved it from 10 foot to 6 foot. And I'd literally, by the time I've gone to get a drink and come back again, it's gone off. So, and 30 seconds to a minute, if that. 6 foot seems to be the depth. Same depth I had on yesterday.
I had a few knocks on the margin rod last night. I think you did as well.
No, mine was, I moved my zig when you did, and that was it. That's the only one that bullied.
I had a few on them. I blew. Remember, for deep.
This is how we transport the fish back to the bank, in the sling, in the net, going back to the peg. Got my scoops, give it plenty of water.
Yeah. 40.
40.
43. 49.
47.6.
47.66 minus 4.5.
42.12, isn't it?
42.12 it is, yeah. Well done. Delta. You wanted a 40. Oh, thank you, really. That's brilliant.
42.12. 2.12. Last one was 35.4, so I am owed a bucket. Prowling for summer, I know what's coming. It's an absolute little unit, this one.
Beautiful.
My world PB as well, I never had a fish this big before.
There you go. Easy on. Yeah, it's a wonderful
It's
looking
an absolute creature, that.
It is.
What a fish. We'll get a few pictures, see if we return her back, and we'll measure it for what Kiwi's asked for. Little black and white zig, up to 6 foot. Hopefully there's a few more to come for both of us.
Well, I want one. Lift it up with that.
Just put on top.
You meant to light on down like your flat and then just put that. There's
I need on his nose. 85.
no, the swings will have it to push down.
Yeah, she does. So we're going to do this in different parts. So this is the end of part 1, just to make it easy for me editing really, because it's a long week. So this is part 1. Part 2 will be coming soon.
How do you think it's going?
I'm very happy.
Why is that then?
So yeah, and I was saying to you yesterday, when if someone had offered us a couple of fish within the first 48 hours, regardless if it was 2-0 to either of us or 1-1, we'd have snapped round off, wouldn't we, really?
Don't mind.
So yeah, that's pretty much the summary of the session so far. That's my new PB. I want to claim an extra 2 ounces because my maths won't great, so it's 42.14. Same tactic on the black and white zig at 6 foot. So that's obviously the depth that they're at this kind of time.
Yeah, not summertime in the morning, wasn't it?
About 9 this morning. About 9 o'clock this morning. Yesterday's was about 11:30, so within that sort of window. Just before the sun kind of comes over the trees and scorches us all day, that's when we're getting the bite. Well, we're getting the bites in it at that sort of
The guy across there's just had one, hasn't he? In the last hour he's had one.
On a zig, I think.
It
Got
looked
some
like
weird
a zig.
orange thing on, but I don't know what it is.
Hard to tell how they fish, to be honest, but yeah. Looked like a decent fish. But there weren't any small ones in here, I don't think, to be honest. Nothing on the bottom baits. I don't think anybody. I think it across there in that swim over there, which I don't know what it's called.
Poseidon.
Poseidon. I think they lost one on the first day on a bottom bait. But it's all zigs, which you're only allowed to fish one zig per angler, which isn't ideal. Or we'd have 3 out by now, I think.
Yeah. So we're going to reel in our rods now, go to the shop for a few more supplies. And we'll get them out and watch the football this afternoon, and hopefully part 2 will carry on just as well as part 1's gone for me. And
Yeah, it'd be nice to see an evening fish, wouldn't it?
yeah.
Well, no one's had anything on a night yet, and it looks on a night. It looks perfect. The fish are boshing all over the place. We've got the zigs out in the same positions.
So it'll be interesting to see how we go on throughout the week, because we've got 5 days left. So
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see what happens. But off to an excellent start. So stay tuned. Part 2 will be coming soon. I know part 1 will be uploaded, so if you're watching this in the next couple of days, we'll still be here. So if you want to answer any questions or ask anything, we're still here if you're watching it today or tomorrow or the day after. So let us know. We'll keep you up to date, won't we? We'll see what happens.
I need a fish, desperately.
So we'll see you in part 2 when Brooksy catches a fish.
Let's hope so. Cheers, guys.